Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Coverdell, and today we're going to talk about the Dan Brown novel, Inferno. This is a movie that takes place in Italy, but it involves an American professor, as well as a mysterious and heroic woman, and an enemy that calls for drastic changes to save mankind. This is Robert Langdon, though he should be wearing this. I want you to get to know Robert Langdon because he helps to create a second version of the places I'm about to talk about. First off, you may have recognized that Robert looks a bit like Tom Hanks, who happened to play Robert in movies you probably know, such as The Da Vinci Code or Angels and Demons. Robert is a genius when it comes to history and symbology. He studies how people have communicated in the past, but not just ancient texts, but through their art and even at times, their secret messages. He can mix these artworks and the history together and eventually come up with a whole picture. This is how Dan Brown helps to give us two perspectives of place. The first is a geographical place. As mentioned at the beginning of this is based in Italy. As geography, I like to think geography has 2 points on a map. I have my x-axis and I have my y-axis, and together they tell me where I'm at, and from there I can dig further. Despite if the place itself is fiction or not, authors often build on places they know very well to create. Take for example, the Palazzo Vecchio, and excuse me if I said that a little incorrectly. It's a museum for art, and the description initially given by Dan doesn't differ much from that of what you might see on Wikipedia. It's given very dull and almost bland descriptions. The initial intro to this building, which not surprising is about the door, says the wooden door. And there isn't much after that. Of course it's just a door, I get that. But even after that, the atrium, which is very important to this part of the book, isn't given any description. Most authors couldn't get away with this. So how does Dan Brown? By telling us what matters to Robert. Yes, you, Mr. Langdon. Sometimes it may be to describe something within the place, or sometimes to describe the place itself. Either way, if Robert likes it, we get to know about it. Robert often finds things that interest him as he ventures through Italy, despite the fact that guns are blazing behind him. When they do interest him, we get tidbits of information only the most generous of experts would tell us about. Think about what that actually is for a minute. Knowing just the most detailed parts of a city. This is like getting a tour into some of the best buildings in the world. If you can't afford a vacation to Italy, this becomes a sneak peek into parts of the world that most people don't even know about. It's like having a VIP access into something most people don't know about. This is one step closer to home. Feeling as if they know parts of Italy as well or better than any actual Italian does helps us to make us feel more at home, even if it is just an illusion. When it comes to place as a regionalism, it's very important for the place to be connected to anybody, not just the people in Italy, but the people all over the world who are also reading Dan Brown's book. This is how place, in a sense, becomes a character. Because Robert Langdon tells us these secrets, we feel like we know it just a little bit better, even if we've never actually been to Italy. Thus, we're getting a sense that Italy's a little bit more of a home to us, and we get to know it a little bit better, almost as if it has a character, very similar to discussions we had about Reno as a character. Thank you for your time today, and I'll see you guys later.